Greetings, Pack 3. This is Cub Master Wilson here with another video update on our YouTube channel for our upcoming DIN meeting next Tuesday, April 14th, I believe. Miss Gillum and I spoke, and we have made a couple of changes. They're just minor changes. So I just wanted to go over them with you and just a couple of announcements for you, information you might need. So let's get into, first of all, the agenda for Tuesday night for our Cubs. And we're going to start with our opening activity. This last week we had a lot of fun with a ping pong ball, a straw, and a table. And this coming week, Miss Donna has planned for us freeze dance. So show up a bit early at 6:15, and you'll be able to participate with Miss Donna. That sounds like a whole lot of fun. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I think it's going to be great. Coming up after that's going to be 6:30, which we're going to do our opening ceremony. That's for all scouts, and we'll need to be in our Class A's. Of course, this is the normal thing we do: prayer, pledge, scout oath, and Cub Scout motto. And again, that's at 6:30. So that's going to take a couple minutes, and then we're going to move right into Tigers. So we're going to focus on one DIN at a time. And that's going to be our, we're going to start with Tigers. It's going to start at 6:40. And then we're going to move on to our Lions at 7. Wolves will be at 7:10. And we are separating them from the Bears, which will then be at 7:20. Coming up after the Bears is going to be our Webelos at 7:30, and then we are going to also have our Webelos Arrow of Light, so at 6:40. So we're going to, actually that's incorrect, it's 7:40. 7:40, not 6:40. I do apologize for that. I didn't catch it. So Webelos Arrow of Light, 7:40. And so we're breaking up our Webelos a little bit. That's just so we give better time and attention. We're running about 10 to 15 minutes per DIN, so we're trying to keep it down. The goal is to be able to have everybody come in at the opening ceremony, and then we're going to do each DIN. So if your scout is a Webelo or a bear later on, they can actually put their video on mute and their sound on mute and go do something else, whatever you need them to do. Just be listening for us. We'll call out what that DIN is. So stay in the call and for the whole thing if you can. If you can't make it to the opening ceremony, which we're hoping you can, go ahead and pop in at those times. Now, that time's flexible, so if we get done early, we're going to be running a little bit early. We may run a little bit late, just like all our DIN meetings. We kind of go with it. But this is what we're going to try to keep everything organized and everything moving for the kids. So I'm looking forward to that. I do have just a couple of announcement type things I wanted to bring in for you. And the first one is, please use your names in your text for the group text. And I know that's an odd request, but the reason for that is that some of us, like myself, have older phones, and the names don't actually show up. So I just realized my slide's not up where it belongs. Sorry about that. The names don't show up, so it gets very confusing in the text. So when you're replying to the group text, if you could just tag your name at the end of it, just do a hyphen and your name, and then that tells everybody who's speaking and what they're, and it kind of helps the context to the conversation. And it certainly would help me out a ton, so that would be a huge favor for me. Second, I wanted to talk about Friends of Scouting for a second. Now, I know we've talked about it before, and we haven't mentioned it for a while. You may or may not know that the council is asking for $50 from us for each scout for Friends of Scouting for the year. Now, Friends of Scouting is a program that helps the overall scouting program in this area, and it's part of what we try to do to help other scouts and help the big camps go on and those kinds of things. So we really hope that you'll be able to help us out. So what we're going to do, though, Miss Gillum and I were discussing it, and because we are not meeting locally and where we can get the den dues that you would normally pay, we're going to ask that you do that to Friends of Scouting online. Now, there's an online access point where you can get into it and donate your $10 for the month for your dues for your scout. We would appreciate it so much if you'd be able to do that. I'm not going to tell you how to do that in this video. Miss Gillum will be putting out some instructions later on the group text, I believe, on how to do that. So look out on the group text for how to donate your dues to Friends of Scouting. And that's going to get you started with getting that $50 per scout, and hopefully in a pretty easy way. So let us know if you have any questions or problems with that. Secondly, I wanted to touch base with everyone on how the Zoom meeting notifications are working for you. Now, I know Zoom is very new to all of us, and there's been some glitches, and we're working that out. So if you're having problems with the notifications or getting into the meetings, text me, text Miss Gillum, and we will do our best to get that set up. I think we're going to have it a lot smoother this next coming week. I'm hoping so. So if you are having problems, let us know. On another note, I didn't put this on there. When we're doing our flag ceremony, I will be mentioning to people when they should go to a larger screen. There's a presenter view and a gallery view in Zoom. And I'll try to do a video on this later on. But the gallery view has pictures of all the different scouts around. And it has pictures of all the different scouts around the thing. The presenter view just shows the presenter. And the reason at times we're going to ask that the scouts use the presenter view is because we have slides like I'm using here today in this video that we'll be using through the course of the den meetings, depending on what it is we're discussing. One is the law and the oath as we do it in the beginning. We'll have that up. We have a flag up for the kids to use for the Pledge of Allegiance if they don't have one in their house. So those kinds of things just helps us out. There is another way I can do it, but it's a bit slow and glitchy, and that's a share screen. But I'm testing it at home, and it's not producing a smooth quality. So if I can get everybody on board to just switch over to the presenter view and then back to gallery view, it'd be awesome. If you have questions of that, give me a call. I know that's too complicated for text, so just go ahead and give me a call. I'll be able to help you out and explain it a little bit more if you have concerns about that. And if you can't do it, it's okay. We'll get it taken care of. So the final thing is we are going to be doing leader meetings weekly now, and that is mainly just for Miss Gillum and Gumby, myself, and Miss Donna for doing planning. We're going to be doing them tentatively right now, Thursday at 6:30. I'm waiting for some leaders to confirm they can do it. And we're going to be doing Zoom meetings just to plan the next meeting. The goal here, of course, is just to make the meetings better for you guys. And you're more than welcome to join us. If you do want to join us, just let us know, and I'll get you the link to get into that meeting. It is an open meeting, but we will be doing that at 6:30. It's just going to be for a half an hour. You do not need to attend that meeting. It is just for the leaders to plan the coming den meetings. Also, get on the group text. You have comments about the den meetings, how they're doing. Are they fun? What did you like? What you didn't like? We really do want to hear what your comments are on that. I know this is a trying time for everybody. A lot of churches are moving to video. There's a lot of video chats. There's a lot of just changes for all of us, and we're trying to do the best we can. Miss Gillum and I are working hard to make this work, as are the other leaders in our pack. Your help and your support mean everything to us. So, I mean, we're doing it for you guys, and we want to do it, but your support just totally helps us out. So we hope this is working for you guys. Give us some feedback on that. We'd really appreciate it. Well, that's it for me, and I look forward to seeing you on Zoom on Tuesday at 6:15 for Freeze Dance.